India is a land of incredible diversity, not only in its culture and people but also in its environment. From the towering Himalayas in the north to the lush western Ghats in the south, India's landscapes are as varied as they are breathtaking. However, with rapid urbanization and industrial growth, the country faces significant environmental challenges. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the current state of India's environment, the issues it faces, and the efforts being made to protect its natural heritage. Let's begin our journey by understanding the unique environmental landscape of India. India's geography is marked by a wide range of ecosystems. The country is home to deserts, forests, mountains, rivers, and coastal regions. This diversity supports a rich variety of flora and fauna, making India one of the world's most biodiverse countries. The Himalayas act as a natural barrier in the north, while the Deccan Plateau and the coastal plains create unique habitats in the south and east. This geographical variety is both a blessing and a challenge, as it requires tailored environmental policies for each region. India is recognized globally for its biodiversity hotspots, such as the Western Ghats and the Eastern Himalayas. These regions are home to thousands of plant and animal species, many of which are found nowhere else on Earth. However, these hotspots are under threat from deforestation, habitat loss, and climate change. Conservation efforts are underway, but balancing development with the need to protect these fragile ecosystems remains a complex task for policymakers and communities alike. Air pollution is one of the most pressing environmental issues in India today. Major cities like Delhi, Mumbai, and Kolkata often experience hazardous air quality levels, especially during winter months. The causes are varied, including vehicle emissions, industrial activity, crop burning, and construction dust. Prolonged exposure to polluted air leads to serious health problems, affecting millions of people. The government and civil society are working on solutions, but the scale of the problem requires sustained and coordinated action. Despite having major rivers like the Ganges and Brahmaputra, India faces severe water scarcity in many regions. Overextraction of groundwater, pollution, and inefficient usage have led to water stress in both urban and rural areas. In some cities, residents rely on water tankers for daily needs, while farmers struggle with droughts. Addressing water scarcity requires better management, conservation, and investment in sustainable infrastructure. India's forests are vital for maintaining ecological balance, supporting wildlife, and providing livelihoods for millions. However, deforestation due to agriculture, logging, and urban expansion continues to threaten these green spaces. The loss of forests not only impacts biodiversity, but also contributes to climate change by reducing carbon sinks. Efforts like afforestation and community forest management are being promoted to reverse this trend. Waste management is a growing concern in India's rapidly urbanizing cities. Landfills are overflowing, and improper disposal of plastic and electronic waste pollutes land and water bodies. While recycling initiatives and waste segregation programs are gaining traction, there's still a long way to go. Public awareness and stricter regulations are essential to tackle the mounting waste crisis effectively. India is highly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change, including rising temperatures, erratic rainfall, and extreme weather events. These changes threaten agriculture, water resources, and the livelihoods of millions. Coastal areas face the risk of sea level rise, while droughts and floods become more frequent in the interior. Adapting to climate change requires both mitigation and resilience-building strategies at all levels of society. India's cities are expanding rapidly, bringing both opportunities and challenges. Urbanization leads to increased demand for resources, more waste, and greater pressure on infrastructure. Green spaces are shrinking, and air and water pollution are on the rise. Sustainable urban planning is crucial to ensure that cities remain livable and environmentally friendly for future generations. Agriculture is the backbone of India's economy, but it also has a significant environmental footprint. The use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, over-irrigation, and monoculture practices have led to soil degradation and water pollution. Sustainable farming methods such as organic agriculture and crop rotation are being encouraged to reduce environmental harm and ensure long-term food security. India is home to iconic wildlife species like tigers, elephants, and rhinoceroses. Conservation programs such as Project Tiger and Project Elephant have made significant progress, but poaching and habitat loss remain major threats. Protected areas and wildlife corridors are essential for the survival of these species, and community involvement is key to successful conservation. India is investing heavily in renewable energy sources like solar and wind to reduce its dependence on fossil fuels. The country has set ambitious targets for solar power capacity and is promoting clean energy through government policies and incentives. These initiatives not only help combat climate change but also create new jobs and economic opportunities. Plastic waste is a major environmental issue in India, clogging rivers, harming wildlife, and polluting landscapes. Single-use plastics are particularly problematic, and efforts are underway to ban or restrict their use. Public campaigns and innovative recycling projects are helping to raise awareness and reduce plastic pollution across the country. India's rivers are lifelines for millions, but many are heavily polluted by industrial waste, sewage, and agricultural runoff. The Ganges in particular faces severe pollution despite being considered sacred. Cleaning up rivers is a massive challenge that requires cooperation between government, industry, and local communities. Noise pollution is an often overlooked environmental issue in India's bustling cities. Traffic, construction, and industrial activity contribute to high noise levels, which can affect mental and physical health. Regulations exist, but enforcement is inconsistent. Raising awareness about the impacts of noise pollution is an important step toward creating quieter, healthier urban environments. Soil degradation is a growing problem in India, driven by overfarming, deforestation, and improper land use. Loss of fertile soil threatens food security and reduces agricultural productivity. Techniques like crop rotation, organic farming, and reforestation are being promoted to restore soil health and ensure sustainable agriculture. Green spaces such as parks and gardens are essential for urban well-being, providing clean air, recreation, and biodiversity. Unfortunately, many Indian cities are losing green areas to development. Initiatives to create and maintain urban green spaces are gaining momentum, helping to improve quality of life and environmental health in cities. Mangroves along India's coasts protect against storms, support fisheries, and store carbon. However, they are threatened by coastal development and pollution. Conservation projects are working to restore mangrove forests, recognizing their vital role in coastal ecology and climate resilience. Parts of India, especially in Rajasthan, are facing desertification due to overgrazing, deforestation, and climate change. This process reduces land productivity and threatens livelihoods. Combating desertification involves reforestation, sustainable land management, and community participation. Indian entrepreneurs and organizations are developing innovative solutions to environmental problems. From biodegradable packaging to solar-powered irrigation, these eco-friendly technologies are making a difference. Supporting innovation is key to building a sustainable future for India. Communities across India are playing a vital role in environmental protection. From tree planting drives to river cleanups, grassroots movements are making a real impact. Empowering local communities ensures that environmental initiatives are sustainable and effective in the long run. Education is a powerful tool for environmental change. Schools and NGOs are raising awareness about conservation, pollution, and sustainability. By teaching the next generation about the importance of protecting the environment, India is investing in a greener future. The Indian government has introduced various policies to address environmental challenges, including the National Clean Air Program and Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. These policies aim to reduce pollution, improve waste management, and promote renewable energy. Effective implementation and public participation are crucial for their success. Transportation is a major source of pollution in India's cities. Promoting public transport, electric vehicles, and non-motorized options like cycling can help reduce emissions. Investments in sustainable transportation infrastructure are essential for cleaner, healthier urban environments. Green buildings use energy and resources efficiently, reducing their environmental impact. In India, the adoption of green building standards is growing, with more architects and developers incorporating sustainable design. These practices help conserve water, reduce waste, and create healthier living spaces. Non-governmental organizations (NGOs) are at the forefront of environmental action in India. They work on issues ranging from wildlife conservation to waste management, often partnering with local communities and governments. Their efforts are crucial in driving change and holding stakeholders accountable. India's indigenous communities possess valuable traditional knowledge about sustainable living and resource management. Practices such as rainwater harvesting, organic farming, and forest conservation have been passed down for generations. Integrating traditional wisdom with modern science can offer effective solutions to environmental challenges. India has a comprehensive legal framework for environmental protection, including laws on air, water, and wildlife. Enforcement remains a challenge, but legal action has led to important victories for conservation. Strengthening the rule of law is essential to safeguard the environment for future generations. Raising public awareness is key to driving environmental change. Campaigns on topics like plastic reduction, tree planting, and clean energy are inspiring people to take action. Media, celebrities, and influencers play a vital role in spreading the message and encouraging sustainable behavior. India's environmental journey is filled with both challenges and opportunities. By embracing sustainable practices, investing in innovation, and involving all sections of society, India can build a greener, healthier future. The path ahead requires commitment, collaboration, and a shared vision for protecting the country's natural heritage for generations to come.